Hi there, it's Anne Marie Chase, and I wanted to show you today how cool Flippity's scavenger hunts are. So you're going to start up here with flippity.net. You're going to pick the scavenger hunt, and when you click on template, it is going to give you the option to make a copy, and we will tell it we want to make a copy. And what it'll do is it'll save this template right into your Google Drive. And then we're going to take out kind of all the generic preloaded information, and we're going to put in our own information. So it's going to just take a minute to open. What we'll do is we're going to rename this so we can find it again. And in a second, once this gets all loaded up, we'll have a little folder right here with an arrow on it. If we click on that, we'll be able to say where we want to save it in our Google Drive, which is a good tip because it's kind of easy to get lost in Google Drive because that is vast. And if it's like mine, messy. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to highlight all of the other information that we don't need, backspace. We're going to clear that all out. Okay. And I'm going to make a scavenger hunt today about a cool little restaurant in Spain called Restaurante Robin Hood, which is a cool little restaurant in Spain where you can go, you can eat regular dinner there. But what's neat about it is for breakfast and lunch, it's a soup kitchen. So the proceeds they make at night goes to feed people the next morning. So I think that's pretty cool. All right, here we go. So every one of these will be a new lock in the scavenger hunt. So we can make as many as we want, but here's where we're going to write our clue. If we want to write a hint, we'll put that right here, and then we'll put our answer here. So the first thing I want students to read is I want them to read this article I wrote up in comprehensible Spanish about the restaurant. So what we need to do, you can take anything in your Google Drive or any doc. First thing you have to do is publish it to the web, which is, if my face wasn't right there, maybe I'll put it over here. It'll be easier to see. See that publish to the web? Click on that. And now this one's already published. Oh, let's undo it. But you're going to see this. You're going to see publish. Click, yep, I'm sure I want to publish it. And now you have a link. So we're going to copy that link. Now we're going to pop it over here. So I'm going to tell them, lee el artículo. Now I want to pop the article right in there. So what you have to do is you have to click your brackets. So it's like kind of right above your, apostrophe. So 2 brackets. We're going to paste that 2 brackets behind it. You got to close the brackets, and now we're going to ask our question. So if they read the article, they would know the answer to this question. Let's ask them, ¿cuántos voluntarios, why can't I spell voluntarios? There we go. Trabajan en el restaurante cada noche. Okay. Man, that was rough to type. We got it. Okay. If I wanted to give them a hint, we would put it here, but we don't have to. Now, the answer was 50. But here's the stitch. They have to type it exactly as it is there, or the program won't recognize it. So maybe kids are going to type out the word, but you can put in multiple options. So if we switch back to our English keyboard, there is a vertical bar right above your enter button. You see that on your keyboard? So if you click down shift at the same time as that vertical bar, we get this. Okay, and you don't want any spaces, but let's type in 50. Okay, and they might write 50. Okay, so what this is telling the program is either the number 50 or 50 or 50 are all correct answers. Okay, next thing I want them to do is watch a video. So I'm going to say, mira este video. Okay, so I've got a video right here. I'm going to click share right here. Copy that link. We're going to go back over here. And again, we have to do our bracket. Okay, we're going to paste our video, bracket. And now I'm going to say, ¿Cómo se llama el hombre que inventó el restaurante Robin Hood? Okay. Now, let's give them a hint this time. Let's say escribe su nombre completo. And his nombre completo, and it pops up in the video, so I thought that would be a good question for them, is Padre Angel Garcia. But you're thinking, what if my kids can't type accents, right? And if we leave it this way, if they don't type the accents, they won't be able to unlock it. Okay, so what we're going to do is that vertical bar again. So shift vertical bar right above enter. And now we're going to type it in again. Padre Angel Garcia. Okay, and it's important not to leave any spaces between the vertical bar. I tried that before and it just kind of messed it up. All right, we can make as many as we want, but let's do just one more. I'm going to tell them, Mira el menu. Okay, now here I found their menu on TripAdvisor, and I want to insert this photo into our scavenger hunt. So what we're going to do is we have to do a little bit more work to get an image in there, but I think it'll be worth it. So we're going to print the screen. Okay, I just copied my screen, and on my computer it's Control and Print Screen, which is like the button above the plus symbol. But now we need to put that into a Google Drawing. So it's easy. Let me show you. We're going to go to our Google Drive. We're going to open something new, and if you go down here to more, look for your Google Drawings. Okay, we're going to paste our picture right in here. So it'll take just a second to open up. There you go. Are you ready for me? Right click, click paste. Our picture is going to come join us, but you'll see that it's going to show everything on my screen. I don't want everything on my screen. So if you double click on it and drag those corners all the way down, and drag it all the way here. That's all I want included. Okay, we click out of there. Now, even if we make this as big as we want, I'm still afraid it's going to be too little. Like it's still kind of hard to read. So we're going to focus it in. I'm going to do that one more time, but I'm going to grab this bottom one and pull it up here. Those are all the choices I'm going to show them. So if I do this, make it as big as I can, we're going to go with this. Okay, so now what we do is we have to publish it again. Well, maybe name it File, Publish to the Web. We're going to do this a lot. I want it as big as we can, so let's publish you. Yep. And we're going to copy that link right there. So copy that link. Now we're going to go back to our template. Now, for an image, we are going to do the same again, bracket, bracket, but for some reason you have to type in image, semicolon. Oops, no space. Paste that whole thing there, bracket, bracket. Now let's ask them one more question. ¿Qué quieres comer en restaurante Robin Hood? Okay. I don't know why that didn't turn blue, but I think it's working. Okay, now here's the cool thing. We could do this, and the asterisk says anything they type is correct. They won't know that, right? They're going to look at a menu, they're going to type one of the things in, and it'll be correct. So we can make as many clues as we want. We are almost done. Let's look at our options. Over here, this is where you can customize it. So we could decide if we want the questions to be randomized or if we want to say they have to answer the first and then the second or third. That's up to you. The start text and the end text and all of that. Feel free to put that in your target language. Here is super cool. Here's where we're going to say, put in your email address, because then when students finish this, you will get an email about it, which is kind of cool, especially if you're doing it as a game or a race. You'll be able to know who finished first by the first one that came into your email box or your inbox. And if you wanted to customize what it says when you get your email, you can adjust that here. Now, before we finish, most important thing, we have to go to the top, File, Publish it to the web. Click Publish. If you don't do this, it will not work. Okay, we're going to publish it to the web. Close that. We're all done with that. Now let's go check the link. Okay, we're going to click the link right here. And we're going to put our name in, Senor Chase. Okay, we've got our 3 locks, right? The reason we have 3 locks is because over here, remember we had 1, 2, 3 clues. Okay, click on a lock. Oh, look at, they can read this right here. There is what we wrote out for them to read. Okay, they can type in their answer right here. 50. Unlock. Right, now we're under our second lock. They can watch this video, type in an answer. They can look at their menu. If it's a little bit small, students can go to zoom, 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 read what they want to look at, zoom out, type in that they want to eat queso, whatever, right? There you go. That's how you play with the Flippity Scavenger Hunt. Oh, one more thing I want to show you. If you run into trouble, here's where it's super helpful. If you go back to that main Flippity page, see right here, there's instructions. So we've got the Scavenger Hunt instructions. That's where it's going to tell you, if you scroll down, how do I add images? How do I add YouTube videos? How do I put a link in here? So see right here, it's going to tell you, you got to do the bracket and type image or bracket and type link. So just kind of those, if it's not working, go there because you've got to type it in just right, but it'll give you an example of how to do that. But I'm so excited about this. I think my students are really going to enjoy this. And what a great way to give them loads of input. So hope that was helpful. Bye-bye.